What happens when you inherit a home in Orange County and you're feeling pressure to do something, anything, quickly? I want you to pause with me for a moment. Not because nothing needs to be done, the court does have timelines that if you miss will cost you time and money, but because the fastest way to make a costly, irreversible mistake is to move forward while you're still grieving and trying to be logical at the same time. Most people don't think about this part, but grief creates urgency. Probate punishes urgency. And that combination is where families get hurt. Right now, you may be thinking about property taxes, utilities, insurance, maintenance, maybe a mortgage. Every month, the house sits there feels more expensive. You may also be dealing with siblings asking, when are we selling? Or why is this taking so long? Or can we just get this over with? That pressure is very real. I see it every day. But here's what I want you to understand before you make a single decision about selling that home. In California, probate typically lasts anywhere from 9 to 18 months, sometimes longer. And during that entire time, access to money, authority over the property, and even the ability to sell can be limited depending how the estate is structured and what authority the court grants. That surprises people. Many personal representatives assume that once a parent passes, they can simply list the house, and once sold, inherited property, you can divide the proceeds. In reality, whether you can sell quickly or at all depends on whether you have full authority or a limited authority, whether probate is required, whether the property is held in a trust, and whether court confirmation is involved. These details matter more than timing, and they matter before the home ever goes on the market. This is where people feel overwhelmed. They're trying to make good decisions while emotionally drained. And probate doesn't slow down to accommodate grief. Deadlines still exist, notices still have to be filed, mistakes still have consequences. And the penalties for missing dates or doing things out of order aren't just technical. They can cost you more time, money, and flexibility later when you need it most. There's something else most families don't realize early on. Selling the home quickly does not always reduce expenses the way people assume it will. Yes, holding a property costs money. Taxes, insurance, utilities, maintenance. Those add up. But selling too fast before understanding your authority, market conditions, or court requirements can trigger court involvement or even force price reductions later. I've seen families rush to sell, only to discover they couldn't close when they thought they could. I've seen homes go into escrow and fall out because the legal groundwork wasn't finished. And I've seen heirs lose negotiating power simply because they didn't know what questions to ask at the beginning. I know right now your head is probably spinning. You're dealing with grief. You're clearing out a lifetime of memories from the garage. And now I'm telling you about Medi-Cal liens. Take a deep breath. You don't have to solve all this today. You just need to know it exists so you don't get blindsided. This is why slowing down at the start often saves time in the end. Not stopping, just slowing enough to understand the terrain. And if you're watching this and thinking, I just don't even know where to start, that's normal. Truly, there is no manual handed out when someone passes away. Most people learn probate in real time, under pressure, while exhausted. That's why education comes first, not legal advice, not tax advice. Just plain English understanding so you can sit across from attorneys, accountants, and real estate professionals to ask better questions. Because every California probate is different. The county matters. The property matters. The family dynamics matter. And permanent estate decisions should never be made from online advice alone. This is where I want to gently say this. If this is helpful and you want more calm, clear explanations like this video that walk you through real situations, real timelines, and real consequences, you can subscribe here so you're notified when new ones come out. And if you're carrying questions that don't fit neatly into a comment box, you're always welcome to reach out directly. Back to the house itself. After securing the house, this is the time for family discussions. What are all siblings' thoughts? Does anyone want to keep the house or rent it out? All of these decisions have huge impact on time, money, and family relationships. In Orange County, the market is nuanced. Probate sales aren't about pricing a home. They're about managing disclosure obligations, court timelines, buyer expectations, and family stress all at once. A probate realtor can help. Guidance on legal and market issues. The right one understands the legal process well enough to refer professionals like attorneys and CPAs or work alongside your attorney. They manage property preparation and sale, navigate court requirements, and minimize family stress. Facing probate real estate challenges. I specialize in probates and trust, offering compassionate professional guidance every step of the way. A probate realtor isn't just someone who lists the property. They know how to prepare a home without over-improving it. They know how to time repairs, cleanouts, and listings, so you're not spending money unnecessarily. And just as importantly, they know how to keep things calm when emotions run high. We do what the attorneys don't do. Explain the nuances of selling your home, coordinating vendors to prep your home for sale, answer your questions, and help you assemble a list of questions that you can take to your attorney or CPA. If you are in need of an attorney, CPA, or an out-of-area realtor, contact me as I have trained and worked with a number of professionals. You should never feel pushed. You should feel guided. You should feel like someone is helping. You think 3 steps ahead, not rushing you to sign something because it's convenient. When you're evaluating a probate real estate specialist, pay attention to how they talk. Do they slow things down when you're overwhelmed? Do they explain consequences instead of just options? Do they understand court confirmation, authority levels, and how probate timelines actually affect the sale? Those things matter far more than flashy marketing or promises of speed. Throughout this channel, I also share practical property-focused guidance. How to prepare a probate home for sale, how to avoid overspending on repairs, how to protect the property while the estate is open, and how to reduce friction among heirs during this process. These conversations are about solutions, not pressure. In California probate, every situation is different. There is no universal shortcut. And decisions made under emotional urgency often create long-term consequences that can't be undone. You're not behind. You're not doing this wrong. And you don't have to rush just because everything feels heavy right now. If you want continued guidance, subscribe so you don't have to search for answers when the next question comes up. And if you're facing probate real estate decisions, Orange County, and need experience, compassionate support, you can reach out directly. I specialize in probate and trust. My role is to guide, not push, every step of the way. You don't have to figure this out alone.